It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers come into this one after the win against the Pistons in Detroit. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. Fellas, just like we were saying earlier, a lot of excitement has been built around this new season. So far, it has not disappointed. Your thoughts, Shaq, on things so far?
Well, for the teams that are losing, it's been a disappointment. But for the teams that are winning, it's now about maintaining that consistency. See if you can make it to the playoffs, how far you can go in the playoffs, and hey.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. A good game here would get this road trip started confidently for the Cavaliers. They have started the season with gusto. 4 consecutive wins, no losses, as they battle here in Game 5 of the regular season.
And I think for the Cavaliers, they've started the season with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They had a lot of people with doubt heading into the season, and I tell you what, they are out to prove those folks wrong.
And they're doing it, Greg. I know it's still early, but they've already shown they can compete with the best teams in the league.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland, we've got Young, Rip Hamilton out there with Johnson, and then there's Antetokounmpo, and it's Jefferson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Marion. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. Marion against Jefferson. Pass to Free. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And the Cavaliers with possession here. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive game plan in that win. I mean, they knew exactly how to exploit the holes in that defense.
And exploit them they did. I mean, they exposed them tremendously. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game that the defense really never had an answer.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin will see if they can force him into a tough night.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Rebound by the Heat. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Johnson outside. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Johnson. Screen by Jefferson. Now here's Johnson. Last game, 26 points. Tries it from the top of the key. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
For Cleveland, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Jefferson. Hamilton outside. Young, a screen on Marion. Hamilton kicks to Johnson. Tries again, and it's laid up and in by Young.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Pass to Garnett. Here's Okafor, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen even to the best of them. And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
Good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Johnson kicks to Young. Screen by Jefferson to the middle. Stolen by Wade. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Marion dishes to Garnett. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Johnson, the pass to Hamilton. Jefferson, a screen on free. Hamilton kicks to Jefferson. Back to Hamilton. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Shawn Marion. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Jefferson. And both free throws good for Jefferson. He'd have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Okafor kicks to Marion. Misses in close.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Johnson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And they take the lead.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Wade kicks to Garnett, and there's the pass to Free. Garnett with a screen on Johnson. Feeds it to Okafor. Hops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he ripped it down. How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Wade buried from 15 feet out.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
The Cavaliers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Hamilton against Wade. Shoots from 12. Wade with the block. Here's Free. It's tipped. Young with the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. Johnson's got the ball.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Wade dishes to Okafor. Kicks it to Wade. The feed to Okafor. Johnson against Free. 6 to shoot. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Shot is off. Good D by Wade.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Passes it to Hamilton, and it's blocked. But they get it back. Second shot opportunity. Excellent D there from Okafor.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. Dennis Johnson's checked in for Miami. Adams, he's checked in for Cleveland. The Cavaliers trailing. Johnson outside. He feeds it to Young. Hamilton outside. Back to Young. And Okafor with the block. In transition, here comes Miami. Puts up the baby hook. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Crowder's checked in. The Heat shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. That free throw good from Wade. The Cavaliers trail by 4. There's a good screen. And it's Johnson penetrating. Adams, the pass to Crowder. On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Johnson. 5 to shoot. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
Takes the 13-footer. Wade can't hit. And here are the Cavaliers now. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And Okafor with the block. Johnson outside. He kicks to Okafor. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Heat have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throw.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
The Heat making a switch here. Muhammad's checked in. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Cleveland. Mack comes in for Richard Hamilton. Both free throws good from Okafor. And the Cavaliers with possession here. 6-point game. There's a screen. The dish to Crowder. Up again. And Adams with the slam.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
Yeah, that's what we call a potent 1-2 punch.
Now here's Johnson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Picked by Okafor. Garnett kicks to Wade. He dishes it to Okafor. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Garnett. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now here's Crawford. He had 13 points in the win against Detroit. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Crawford's got his first 2 points.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade.
Shaun Livingston.
Here's Mack. Shot from the inbound, and it's blocked. They get it back. That's good. The Heat with the lead. Here is Livingston. Garnett, the screen. Johnson kicks to Garnett. Again, Garnett missing.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Crawford against Johnson. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Crowder. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Now Johnson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando. And Mack kicks to Johnson. Here's Crawford. But they get it back. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Cleveland. And Miami has possession. Here's Muhammad. Miami no good on that time either. Here's Mack. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the middle. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got it all tied up now for Cleveland. And Miami shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. And he gets it to go.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Crawford. Six on the shot clock. Dishes it to Crowder. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
They've come out with the take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Here is Livingston. Pass to Garnett. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. And the Heat lead by 4.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Crawford dishes to Crowder. And the 3 ball is good. Crowder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Garnett with the screen for Okafor. Pass to Livingston. Feeds it to Garnett. And the pass to Okafor. Lets it go from 11, and he's able to get it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Mills, who's checked in for the Heat. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Crawford with the ball. A 3 ball. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Miami ahead. They're up by 1. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18? That's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Marion is out there with Shabazz Muhammad. Then it's Mills. Then it's Garnett. And it's Free at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Marion. He's coming off a 16-point game against Orlando. Garnett, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Muhammad. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Muhammad's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Heat. Young outside. Kicks to Hamilton. Jefferson, a screen on Free. Out left to the wing. Screen by Jefferson. Crowder, the pass to Jefferson. And the foul called on Shawn Marion. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for Patty Mills. Now a switch here also for Cleveland. Johnson's checked in. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Good. Crowder's got 5.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
The Heat shooting 43% for the game. Wade kicks to Marion. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Wade drives in. Free can't get it to go.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Cavaliers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Al Jefferson no good on the free throw, and that one's good. And it's a 3-point Cleveland lead.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Wade against Hamilton. Here's Free. His last outing, he had 8 points. Wade outside. Shot clock at 5. Marion setting the pick for Wade. The 3. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Johnson dishes to Young. Johnson the screen. Young passes to Crowder. The feed now to Johnson. Now here's Crowder. Tight defense on him. Young with no one around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Young's got the lead. Back up to 3 now for Cleveland. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Wade slams it in.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
They're doing much better now. I mean, in the first quarter, they converted less than 30% of their field goals. But they've bounced back nicely here.
Johnson against Free. Passes it to Muhammad. Crowder pulls it in. Cleveland leading by 3. And it's Johnson penetrating. No good for the 5th time from the floor this game. He's made 2 shots. The Heat have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. The dish to Wade. Inside, here's Garnett. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. 6 points for Kevin Garnett.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers!
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. Young was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Now, here is Young. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Detroit.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Here's Hamilton. Cleveland gets it back.
And give it up for the little fella on the inside there. Great rebound, even though he had to really fight for it.
The wide open look here for Marion. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. For Cleveland, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Johnson kicks to Hamilton. The 9-foot shot off the left rim and out.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Now, here's Wade. Rip Hamilton missing his last shot. Wade. Cavaliers with the rebound. Young's got 5 rebounds tonight. Hamilton dishes to Johnson. Plays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Wade passes to Marion. Young with the steal. He feeds it to Crowder. Offline with his 3.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now here's Marion. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Free against Hamilton. Johnson outside. And here's Crowder. 5 points in the game. Johnson kicks to Young. Rebounded by Marion. Miami trailing. Pass to Free. He dishes it to Garnett. He kicks it to Johnson. Here's Marion. They get it back. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And Miami making a change here. Okafor's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Adams, he's checked in for Jefferson. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Johnson kicks to Young. Takes the three. Can't get it to go. The Heat go the other way with it. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. To the middle. Here's Hamilton. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Wade. 12 points for him. That is good. Wade's got 7 points here in this quarter. Clarkie talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Young. Another miss by Young.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Okafor kicks to Wade. Heat moving the ball around. It's stolen by Adams. Hamilton up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Adams' shot is off.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Here's Johnson following the score by Kevin Garnett. Johnson left side. This is DeYoung. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Young's got 9. Heat have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Garnett kicks to Wade. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Now here's Crowder. He's got 5. Here's Hamilton. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. That's on Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
The Cavaliers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And he hits the first of 3. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Miami. Mills comes in for Johnson. Then for the Cavaliers, Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Young. Crawford comes in for Jay Crowder, and Shelvin Max subbed in for Johnson. Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here's Mills. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
Crawford against Wade. Crawford dishes to Adams. Clock at 6. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job with the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Mills. Picked by Okafor. Now here's Mills. They set the pick. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And now a quick rundown of the leading free throw shooters at small forward this year. It's a pretty sure thing whenever one of them gets to the line. Shawn Marion on top.
And that means he can afford to be very aggressive as a slasher because of how proficient he is at the line.
And, you know, if I was coaching him, I'd tell him to stay greedy trying to get to that line. As a matter of fact, he would never be able to satisfy me with his free throw attempts because I'd always push him to get more.
Free throw good. Mills. Muhammad, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And both free throws good for Mills. 1:07 left in the first half. Hamilton outside. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Hamilton. Fires from deep. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Mills with it. Now Hamilton defending. And now here's Hamilton, the fast break chance.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now Mills. Clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Antetokounmpo kicks to Crawford. Goes up to the stripe. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Cavaliers lead by 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, I'm with Eric Spoelstra, and obviously, Coach, some great work tonight on the defensive side of the ball. How does the team's defense play into your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the two-point line as best as we can.
Eric, thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
When you think about giving up 3 or 4 extra turnovers, that can mean 8 or 9 points at the other end. That's why every coach preaches it. Take care of the basketball. Bottom line, they need to protect the ball and play under control.
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Jefferson is out there with Young. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Johnson. And it's Hamilton in at the shooting guard position. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Okafor. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Feeds to Marion. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. The Cavaliers leading by 4. And it's Johnson penetrating. Can't hit. Good work defensively by Marion. And Miami shooting for the game at 42%.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Screen by Jefferson. Hamilton kicks to Young. Cleveland moving the ball around.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And so here's Cleveland. The lead is 2. Antetokounmpo kicks to Hamilton. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Wade. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. That evens the score. Wade's got 18 points.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. Clock at 6. Back to Johnson. Down low, here's Jefferson. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
A chance now to get a glimpse at how the Heat are doing early in the season in the NBA stats. First in steals, 5th in opponent offense, and they're in the top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's pretty good company. It points out the fact that they do prioritize the defensive end.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Wade kicks to Garnett. Teardrop shot, Okafor. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
That's as high percentage as it gets for him. I mean, the defense really has to be mindful of not giving him that kind of space to operate.
Screen by Young. Richard Hamilton on the wing. And another miss by Cleveland. He'd have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Wade against Hamilton. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
And here's Young from the arc. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Cleveland. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the 3rd best record in the conference. And, of course, Miami, 2 games back.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are, of all the storylines this young season, their success may be the most surprising. This was not a team that was expected to make this much of a splash.
Hey, I wish I could say I saw it coming, but the truth is there was no way to see it coming. Nothing about this team indicated they'd be where they are now.
And the basket by Johnson.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Okay, Miami, now coming out of the court are your Heat Dancers. Let them hear ya. And a round of applause.
And let's go quickly to the 2K leaderboard to see the ratings of the best passing 2 guards in basketball. In the 3rd spot, Dwayne Wade.
And that list of players just goes to show that great passing doesn't just come from the point. The way those guys distribute the ball from the 2 spot is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, and it may often be overlooked, that skill at the shooting guard position. But if you think back on the all-time greats at that spot on the floor, they were all fantastic passers. Almost all were fantastic passers.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Hamilton kicks to Johnson. Fade away. And it's Free with the rebound. Free's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Checking out the game Kevin Garnett is having. 10 points and also a block shot. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Crowder, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Cavaliers leading. Johnson outside. Here's Jefferson. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Johnson outside. Garnett, the screen. Okafor with the screen on Hamilton. Okafor sets the pick for Wade. The feed to Okafor. Kicks it out to Garnett. Shot clock at 3. Here's World B Free. That one a little long.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Antetokounmpo passes to Johnson. It's Jefferson high post. And again, it's Cleveland.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Free passes to Okafor. Garnett, the screen. Wade on the wing. Baseline J on the way. And he hits the jump shot. Wade's got 4 points this quarter.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
He showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Here's World B. Free.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That's his second.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
And the first one drops. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so it's Cleveland with it. It's a one-point game. Johnson with it. 8 points for him. And there's the pass to Jefferson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
It's been a nice game for Jefferson. 8 rebounds and a steal. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there.
5 attempts for him at the line tonight. He's made 3. That free throw, no good. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Kevin, it's obvious he's not a good free throw shooter. It's been borne out by what you've seen here.
Free can't get it to go. The Cavaliers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Antetokounmpo against Wade. 14 feet away. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Shots good by Jefferson.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Wade dishes to Okafor. Hamilton against Free and taken away by Johnson. Here's Hamilton, and good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Heat trail by 3. Johnson kicks to Okafor. The feed to Wade. Johnson against Johnson. The drive by Wade. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Outside Jefferson. All alone. Misses off the left iron.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
The Cavaliers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
The Heat have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And some changes here for the Heat. Muhammad, he's checked in for Wade. And it's Livingston in for Free. Cleveland also making some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jefferson. Crawford comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Mack subbed in for Richard Hamilton.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Johnson. For Cleveland, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Here is Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Okafor sets the pick for Garnett. Pick by Okafor. Garnett the pass to Livingston. Kicks it to Okafor. 5 to shoot. Here's Garnett. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Garnett's got 13.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Johnson outside. Pass to Crawford. Johnson the screen. There's the screen to the left side wing. Launches it. Mack, no luck.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Livingston kicks to Garnett. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Crowder's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Crawford. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shelvin Mack. That is his first foul of the game. Mills, who's checked in for Miami. Heat have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. To the inside, Garnett. Crowder pulls it in.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Count the bucket. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And Mills kicks to Garnett, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
The Heat making a switch here. Marion's checked in. Here's Mack. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. That is good.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
And here's Mills. The dish to Livingston. Shot clock at 6. From past the arc. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
Pick by Okafor. 1:30 left to play here in the third. And it's Marion. That time on the assist by Mills. That's 7 points for Marion.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Mack dishes to Johnson. Down low, and Adams kicks to Mack. They get it back. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. The Heat in 5th.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
No good on that one. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Muhammad. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Young's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And so here is Miami. Livingston passes to Mills. Garnett, the screen, off the pick. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now here's Crawford. Adams trying to free himself up. Crawford's shot is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here is Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Mills dishes to Garnett. He feeds it to Mills. Good ball movement here by Miami. Livingston kicks to Okafor. A three-pointer, no good. Crawford left side. A floater, and he gets the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cavaliers on top. They finish off the third quarter with a big 11-3 run. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. The Heat shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. They've got Marion free out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Garnett, and it's Okafor in at center. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Now, here's Wade. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Nice numbers from D. Wade. 22 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
That free throw good from Wade. And Cleveland making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Hamilton outside. Pass to Johnson. Screen by Young. Johnson can't get it to go. And here's Miami. Here's Free. And the layup is good.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
The Cavaliers shooting 41% for the game. Johnson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Screen by Young. Here's Hamilton. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 4. Miami with the ball. Wade with it. Now Hamilton defending. Marion dishes to Garnett. Count that one.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Johnson kicks to Young. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. It's hauled in by the Heat. Okafor's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And it's Wade penetrating. Fades. And Kevin Garnett again. Garnett's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you a game.
Johnson the screen. Young passes to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Young. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Free against Johnson. Free passes to Garnett.
That's his third personal. Kevin Garnett. 2.
That one is off. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Johnson outside. To the middle. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And how about their post play? I mean, they're getting good offensive execution on the low block.
The free throws haven't all gone in, but he's attacked offensively to get himself to the line.
That one is no good. For Miami, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Garnett with a screen on Hamilton. Marion dishes to Garnett. Miami no good on that time either. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Johnson kicks to Antetokounmpo. Here's Young. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
When you're hot, you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Young. He has 9 rebounds, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
And, Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
One guy who's getting it done is Thaddeus Young.
He's in one heck of a groove with his scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, we're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets. Pretty strong words, guys.
Now here's Marion. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Al Jefferson. Some on-the-fly coaching right there from their leader.
And that's what you got to do. Never be afraid to remind someone what their role is. And they're a lot better off because of how vocal he is.
2.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Johnson kicks to Young, shoots the 3, and good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. The Heat trail by 3. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Young with the steal. Wade against Hamilton. He dishes it to Jefferson. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
You know, their field goal percentage is creeping up toward that 50% mark, which is a nice change from the first half.
And with their offense clicking and the score in their favor, they've got all the momentum right now.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Hamilton outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Garnett's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Wade.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Johnson against Free. Johnson, the pass to Young. And that one's good. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Kevin Garnett. 2.
A free throw good from Kevin Garnett. And both free throws good from Garnett. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Johnson the screen. Hamilton dishes to Johnson. That's good. The Heat have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Free passes to Marion. To the paint, it's tipped. Young with the steal. Marion against Antetokounmpo from 11 feet away. Sean Marion grabs the miss. Marion's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Free against Johnson. No one near him. No good. In and out off the rim.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And it's Young finishing it off.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life. That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He went over the offensive plan and that it hinges on running things through Jefferson. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Gentlemen, some late-game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. The Heat trail by 5. Wade outside. Here's Garnett attacking. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And that's now 22 points for Kevin Garnett. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Jefferson, a screen on Wade. Young in the corner. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Young's got 15 points here in the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Double teamed on Wade. Here's Garnett. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Here's Hamilton. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Look at what Richard Hamilton has done so far. He's got 11 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
That's good from Hamilton. Crowder, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And so he hits both. The Heat trail by 7. Okafor sets the pick for Wade. Here's Garnett. They get it back.
How about the determination? Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Shooting for Miami, Al Jefferson at the line for 2.
No good on that one.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
And it's Wade in the corner. Marion, right side. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Cleveland leading by 7. Crowder kicks to Hamilton. To the paint. Okafor with the steal. Wade outside. He kicks it to Garnett. Fires from 14. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Garnett's got 14 points here in the second half. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Hamilton kicks to Johnson. The shot is off. And it's Miami the other way. Johnson outside. On the wing, Marion. Wide open look. Offensive rebound, Heat. And he gets the bucket. That's 7 points for Jahlil Okafor.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Here's the screen. Wade against Hamilton. 5 on the clock. Johnson kicks to Young. Excellent D there from Okafor. The Heat trail by 3. Johnson outside. Garnett with the screen for Wade. Young with the steal. Pushing it up. Excellent D there from Garnett. And here are the Heat. Wade outside. Dishes it to Okafor. Johnson, the pass to Okafor. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. And that's now 9 points for Jahlil Okafor. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Sade, I like that, Greg.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that. They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
The inbound. Here's Garnett. Crowder with the steal. Johnson against Wade. Johnson attacking to the paint. Looking for Young. He gets it there. No good from 11 feet. The Heat trail by 3. Johnson outside. Picked by Okafor. Here's Garnett. That's short off the rim. Cavaliers shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Crowder dishes to Young. Crowder kicks to Young. And it's Johnson penetrating. Back to Young. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson kicks to Garnett. Fader on the way, and he gets it to go. Garnett's got 13 points in just this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
1:04 left in the fourth. Screen by Jefferson. Johnson, the pass to Hamilton. Jefferson, a screen on Wade. Crowder kicks to Jefferson. Yes!
Jefferson really starting to light it up. Big Al making him pay.
Wade outside. Pass to Garnett. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Thaddeus Young.
That's his third personal foul. 15 fouls. Kevin Garnett. 2.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Johnson. It's in!
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson attacking. Here's Okafor. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Miami. Drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
So it's Miami now. Garnett kicks to Livingston. Buries it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
Wade misses. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's his fourth personal foul. Penalty situation. At the line for the Heat, Jay Crowder. At the line for 2.
Roof shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Feeds to Livingston. Okafor, high post. Wade outside. From downtown. Off target. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Al, it seemed like you had a rhythm going, and this was a game the team really needed that production from you.
Yeah, I got in a good groove, you know, and I just kept attacking. So, you know, and I think when I'm going full force like that, it's harder for me to be stopped. So, you know, we fought to the end.
You are hard to deal with, no doubt, Al. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as we take a look at our Jordan player of the game. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
Tonight it was all about ball pressure with him. He was on his man like glue all game, just being a pest out there. He came away with 6 steals for the game. His defense came to play in a big way.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.